to a rule of a king, and the root goes back to Strong's Greek 935 Basilius, which means a leader of the people, prince, commander, lord of the land, king. All right? How y'all do? All right? Yeah, what you see on them signs? All right? That's true. The so-called white man and the descendants, they're going to pay for it. Okay? All right, what you see happening now with them going into war, or about to go into war with Syria.
Yeah.
All right, all that, it's going to come a backlash on them. Okay? It's going to cause a backlash to come on America. Okay? Because mainly America's allies are not for them going into Syria. Like the UK, which is one of their main military partners when they usually implement war on someone, they said no, they're not going to go in with the United States and go in and bomb Syria. Now Russia, China, and even Iran has threatened and made promises that if America attacks Syria, all right, they're going to get involved. And it's going to be catastrophic consequences.
I told you.
Okay?
I told you.
And that's all.
Now you hear it from him. I told you that.
And it's all according to the scriptures. Okay? Because the Lord prophesied he's going to have kingdom against kingdom. That's what we're going into. Those are sovereign powers.
Yeah.
All right? And those main sovereign powers are the kingdom against kingdom. It's going to be Russia and all its allies, China, North Korea, India, Pakistan, basically the Arabs, the Arab Brotherhood, all them nations, they're going to get back together and they're going to take it to NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which America's part of that, all right, and the EU. Now the thing with America, the EU, they're suffering economically, okay? That's why most of them, especially the European Union countries, they're hesitant to go to war. But the United States, we about to hit the debt ceiling, which we already passed 17 trillion in debt, all right? And if we reach the limit, it's gonna be real bad for the economy, all right? So their best bet is either to default or go to war.
I get you up here.
All right?
I need to tell you what I know. You ready for that man right there?
Oh, yeah. But that's the time we in. And that's kingdom against kingdom. So it's not talking about actual kingdoms per se. It's talking about sovereign powers. Like Russia's a sovereign power. China's a sovereign power. The United States is a sovereign power. The nations that's in the EU are sovereign powers. Okay? That's talking about World War III, and that's what we going into. Because if they attack Syria, that's going to break off all types of retaliations. And Iran has threatened that if Syria is attacked, they're going to attack Israel. Now, what could be happening, this whole Syria thing could be a distraction for the Israelis to attack Iran. Because that's the main target, to attack Iran. All right? So we in that time now. So read that again, verse 7 again.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places.
There is famines. There's a famine here in the United States. All right? A lot of you people don't realize that we're in either the beginning stages of famine. Okay? From the past 2 years, you have had natural disasters destroying all the major places here in the United States where they grow their produce, all right, and where they basically raise up livestock, okay, all right, but all that's been destroyed, okay, and it's still getting destroyed. Why is that? Because that's the judgment of the Lord, because this place is wicked, all right, and America's importing food besides exporting food, because they used to export food to these other nations, but these nations are finding out that the food that America's growing is nothing but genetically modified abominations. They don't want no part of that because it causes health problems and ailments to the people that consume these things. All right? So if America goes into war, and this leads to World War III, all that food that's being brought in from these other nations, that shit gonna get cut off. That's gonna spawn famine. When they implement martial law and they ration out how much food can be brought in and out of these particular marked off areas, all right, into the cities and out of the cities, that's gonna bring famine. And that's what they want. You already got pestilence breaking out. You had the bird flu break out down there in Peru, killing 80 people. All right, the Peruvians, y'all Israelites, okay, of the tribe of Asher. Y'all need to get right, man. Okay. Keep reading.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Go to Luke chapter 21, verse 8 through 10.
Luke chapter 21, verse 8.
Yeah.
And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Yeah.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye therefore after them. Therefore, it's like that. Go ye not therefore after them.
That's right, because those are talking about these pastors, talking about I'm anointed in and I see this. All they talk about is prosperity, peace, and safety. You won't see the sword. You won't see famine. You ain't gonna see death. You're gonna see prosperity, blessing, and good things in your life in the United States and from God. But those are false prophets, okay? Because if your pastor has that 501c3 charter tax exemption, he's in the same league with the Church of Satan, same league with sodomites. He's in the same league with witches, which is part of Wicca. He's with Planned Parenthood, which is with mass murdering of babies, which is abortion. That's who your church is linked up with if they got a 501c3 charter tax exemption. And if you don't believe me, you should look it up. All right? Don't get offended. Go look it up. Stop being so goddamn lazy, man. All right, keep reading.
Verse 8 or 9?
Verse 9, yeah.
But when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
That's right. It says when you shall hear wars and commotions. When you go into that word commotions, it's talking about these uproars and protesters of the people. All right? And the main protesting and uproaring of the people around the world is that you Americans talking about your government, all right, do not go into Syria. But they're going to go. And then they're going to pitch some story to you Americans, you simpletons, and y'all going to go right behind it, headstrong, and that's going to lead to your destruction. Just like y'all went headstrong into Iraq and Afghanistan, which those people, it was proven that they was innocent. They didn't have no weapons of mass destruction. And the same people that your government claimed that destroyed them towers, Al-Qaeda, is the same people your government is funding to take down the Syrians. People are a bunch of hypocrites, man. And you simple as hell too. So they gonna pitch some story to you simpletons, all right? All the children, they was hit with chemicals. We gotta save the babies. Or they was attacking Christians. Which none of you people here in the United States are true Christians, okay? You're a bunch of damn hypocrites, all right? So y'all gonna go to war, and it's gonna lead to y'all destruction. And it's gonna be rightfully just, too, when the Lord destroy y'all. Fucking hypocrites. But when you hear war and commotion, all right, keep reading. Now he was on verse 9, read the 10.
Luke chapter 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall be there from the heaven.
That's right, them fearful sights is talking about terrorist attacks, man. All right? What happened in Syria was a terrorist attack. All right.